Now we're onto the gravel part of the Hyden-Norseman Road. Not far up here will be the rabbit-proof fence, and then not far after that is the Holland Track. So this is the rabbit-proof fence that extends south to north or north to south, whichever way you're coming, which is meant to stop the rabbits breeding. So the rabbits on that side weren't meant to talk to the rabbits on that side, and the rabbits on that side weren't meant to talk to the rabbits on this side. I think that's what happened, because way back when, and there's a plaque over there, we'll have a look at it in a minute, someone brought 24 rabbits into Australia because they like to shoot them. And so the rabbits did what rabbits do best, and they multiplied very quickly. And so the agricultural lands on the west were getting threatened by the aforementioned rabbits. So 3 fences went up. This is just one of them, 1,170 kilometres long, I think it is. Again, plaque over there, we'll check it in a minute. And yeah, it extends as far as the eye can see. And luckily someone's left some boots here. So if you did want to walk part of it, set of boots there you can use. So 1859 it was when the 24 rabbits were brought in. 24 rabbits, and they've got to build all this fence. Amazing. So here we are, the start of the Holland Track, which has been kept in good order by the Toyota Club of Western Australia, which is pretty good of them. So it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I might head up the track just a little way and get started. I've got a few instructions to read on this board over here first before I get going. A little bit of an update of some stuff of my notes that I've taken, and then I'm on my way. This is going to be good fun. So one of the rules of the Holland Track is channel 28 on your UHF and 28 pounds in your tyres. 28. So let's let the tyres down first, eh? Seems fairly sedate so far. There's a few holes that people got bogged in by the looks of it, but I'm avoiding all of them. But so far so good. It's a nice track. I'm averaging about 25 kilometres an hour. Keeping my eye out obviously for mallee roots on the side of the road that can do the tyre, as well as oncoming traffic. It's just gone 3 o'clock. We are at Sheoak Rock. It's a survey point up here. Let's go have a look. Not a bad viewpoint. A few hills over there. Lovely car over there. And this is the survey point. I wonder if they still use it as a survey point now that we've got satellites doing all the work. Alright, so I found camp for the night. I've travelled about 20 k's up the Holland Track. Been good fun so far. Had a bit of a drone flight, only met one person coming the other way so far. But I'm going to turn this into camp, and then we're going to cook a yummy yummy dinner after a beer. Alright, so we've got things going. I have broken 3 fingernails getting this all set up. but I'm pretty happy. Got a beer, got a fire, got a steak in there. It's going to be a good night. Might be cold though, not much clouds in the sky. Day 1, Holland Track. Just been reviewing the Holland Track and Cave Hill Woodlines. It's a book put together by Nick Underwood and Ian Elliott. They came through here and pretty much GPS'd everything. But it's quite an interesting book to read through this. Some interesting things about John Holland himself. Basically, if you wanted to come to the Goldfields back in the day, you had to go into Perth and then train it as far as you could and then walk into Coolgardie or Kalgoorlie. So he decided that him and a few blokes, they'd slash a path from Albany, another port in Albany. See the flies on the lens? Another port at Albany, so they used to land at Albany and then they just used to trek all the way up to Coolgardie. The Holland Track formed a short-lived alternative route to the eastern Goldfields. It was 500 kilometres long between Broomehill and Waffle Rocks, is that how you say it? Which is just southwest of Coolgardie, and it's claimed to be the longest kart track ever cut in one stretch in WA, and was opened up as a direct result of the Goldfields back in the late 1800s. Obviously, after a period of time, the train line went all the way to Kalgoorlie, so people stopped using this track. But then a few farmers in 1992, early 1990s, they decided they're going to reopen it for four-wheel drivers. So they opened it up all the way, but the most common part is the one a little bit east of Hyden and goes through to Coolgardie, 290 kilometres, and that's what I'm doing in the next few days. I've come 20 k's up today, and we'll just see what happens tomorrow. I'm going to keep reading this and see what else I can find.
Someone to blame, you say, one love, one life, when it's one you need into the night. One love, you get to share it, leave you baby if you don't care for it.
Okay, here we are, the start of day 2. I'm about 20 k's up the track from the Norseman and Hyden Road. I'm heading north. Going to try and do 120, maybe 140 kilometres today. Let's see how we go. Camped in here for the night. Let's make this happen. Bits that they say in the book. I certainly won't be trying them because my wife won't let me, and I don't want to get stuck. So I've made it to Waffle Rocks. So there's some rocks and I guess there's some wattle around. So my hair's beautiful. That's what happens when you go camping. So I've only about 10 k's in, travelling at about 15 kilometres an hour, so going to be a full day if the track's like this all day. Made it to the malleefowl's nest. Let's go have a look what's in store. They've had to divert the track because of the nest, so let's have a look in here. So this is a malleefowl nest. The track used to go right past here and he's gone and build his mound here, so they've diverted the track over there. But this is the male, he looks after this. The female does her bit, lays some eggs and buggers off, and then for 10 months of the year the male malleefowl will tend this nest He likes to keep the eggs at around 33 degrees. When the chicks finally hatch, they scratch their way out, bugger off and got to fend for themselves. This is great how they've preserved this. This is really good for the Toyota Club of Australia, Western Australia. On the top of Mount Holland. It's only a 200 metre or so gnarly track, quite rocky. But it's a good little trip to do. That's the mining road there. I have to travel along that for a little bit and then I'm back off along that way. Just one of the locals on the side of the road, stopping to say hi. How you going, buddy? Hey? Basking in the sun. Very nice. I wonder if he understands English. Guys, I've just come into a place called Sandalwood Rocks. Very popular camping spot by the looks of it. I'm 3.5 hours in, travelled probably about 55 or 60 kilometres. I only really wanted to do 120 today, so I might do a bit more, seeing it's just coming up to 11 o'clock. See how we go. But anyway, it's been pretty good so far. Some few gnarly bits, but in general it's been good fun. State barrier fence again. This is to protect the farmers on either side of it. Don't know what side it is. Bit of a problem though. The old fence, she broken, and there's nothing going that way. So can't something just walk around here? Can't it just get in? How mate, how are you? (1993), a tribute to John Holland, Rudolph Krakow, David Krakauer and John Carmody, who left Broomehill on the 14th of April 1893 to cut a shorter route from the gold rush. So this is the Holland Track sign-in book. Interesting to see who's been here lately. Tuesday the September 24th, Jono and Lee heading north to Kalgoorlie, Warrnambool and Perth. Sue and Graham, we are mum and dad, tag along, great track. People leave all little bits of gifts, first aid, pens, Kit Kat, condoms, a ping pong ball, a beer. Not a very good beer. So, Tuesday, 24th of September 2019, Neil from Not So Grey Wanderers, solo trek, having a ball. Might be interesting to know the story behind this thing. It's obviously been dragged in here by the snatch strap still there, but been pretty well munted since, isn't it? The Agnes Enamor hole. So in these rocks there are water holes. This could be one here. Let's have a look. Yes indeed. There's water and tadpoles in there. Slowly sinking in the west. I did about 100, I've got to add it up, I think about 140 or 150 kilometres today, but today was good. The only thing today is the flies have started. So imagine if you come in the middle of summer, there'd be dust and flies. That'd be horrendous. But anyway, made good today. We'll definitely finish it tomorrow. Okay, so apparently this has got a night mode. So let's see if this works. Just putting the onion and the potato in. I might just get the torch and have a quick look at that because that smells okay. Let's have a looky here. Oh yeah. So many moths about. So I may well be having A bit more protein than I expected. Alright, the veggies are on. I'm going to have to tuck in. Looks pretty good. Bon appetit! Alright, it is 7:30 again. They seem to be leaving about 7:30 both days. The HEMA fell off the windscreen last night. It does that sometimes with the suction cap. So that fell off during the night. And unfortunately, it broke the power cable. We're at Agnes Namahole. We're going to head off to Diamond Rock. And without a HEMA, I will be relying on the book. Let's go. Check out Diamond Rock. Apparently the original Holland Track was on the western side of this. I wonder what the significance of calling it Diamond Rock was. I'm sure they didn't find diamonds here. Let's go over, look over there, eh? So this is Diamond Rock. It's a huge, great big flat rock area. A little bit of trees and shrubbery on it, but it's huge. It must be a diamond shape, hence the name Diamond Rock. But how would they have known? How would Holland and his crew have known there was a diamond shape if they were just walking around? Now we're heading off to a T-junction and a hollow, so yeah. So now it's just a bit of main road stuff by the looks of it. Not too much sights to see, a few campsites along the way. Let's hit it. So the Holland Track, I'm probably 2/3 of the way through it. The southern part where I got on at Norseman Road, there are some gnarly bits, but there's lots of chicken tracks. So the track has not been difficult at all. It's been a little bit technical. If you wanted to do the hard parts, the parts with all of the mud in it, then sure you can. But you'd need some backup because I reckon you get stuck in some of them. But if you're going to do the chicken tracks like I have, you can do it with a trailer very easily. My thingy keeps moving. I can't tighten it up. It's going to take me 2 days, 2 full days I reckon, and I've been sort of relaxed sort of a rate, stopping making videos and looking at the interesting points. But it's a good track to do, it's good fun. Strategically good firewood along the way, so just be mindful of that and collect firewood before you get to any of the camps. At the camps themselves there's not much wood. I did bring some wood with me as well, which I used last night, so that was very handy. For John Holland and his crew to blaze their way through this and know where they were going and fight some of these conditions, as well as clear the track wide enough for a horse and cart, was amazing. I'll have to check my references again, but I think they did it in about 2 months, 2.5 months. From Broomehill up to Coolgardie. Here we are at Thursday Rock. The Holland Track goes through this part. The track that we're following doesn't anymore though. Let's nip up the top there and have a wee look, shall we? So, why is this area called Thursday Rock? We can only presume that he found it on a Thursday. The original Holland Track goes just to the eastern side of this rock and travels through there. They've left it as original. Some walkers tried to find it back in the mid-90s. They reckon they've walked it, but it's been blocked off for reasons unbeknown. So the new Holland Track goes further east and along, and we'll be following that when we leave here. But in the guidebook, The Holland Track, written by Nick Underwood, he gets his particular photo in here. So let's give it a crack. There you go. This is for you, Nick. Shall we go out a rock? Looks like everyone else is. So I think I will too. Alright, I've found my rock. And I'll place it very carefully up there with all the others. What a great view. Breeze is nice too. Keeps the bloody flies away. Alright, let's keep going. Good thing to watch out for is these cans that people put down near the tracks. I mean, you could walk out of here and you would have no idea how to get out unless you took a note of a few things. And luckily, someone put a can there, and that's the track how to get out. Thank you. You know what's quite annoying? See that? A couple of bits of paper in there. There's another one over here. See that? Now it's not hard. Generally if you're camping here, there's going to be a campfire. So take your bits of paper and put it in the fire. Or if you're not going to have a fire, there's a fire over there in this case. This is at Thursday Rock. Great little camping spot. It's not difficult to clean up after yourselves. Everywhere I go, every camp stop, every time I stop, there's a bit of paper somewhere caught up in a tree. Look at that one. Burn it or take it out with you. It's not hard, it burns. Little critter was on the road. I had to put on the anchors to miss him. A little ripper, eh? The thorny devil. Pretty ugly critters, aren't they? Eh? Wonder what they eat. Well, you should probably get off the road, mate, because you get run over. Alright, well the track finished quite abruptly, to be honest. I've hit the Victoria Rock Road and the end of the Holland Track was way back there. I kept going. I maybe should have stopped to take a video of it. But anyway, got to now pump the tyres back up. We've been sitting at 28 all the way. So let's get that done and then we can head into Coolgardie and probably back home. This will be the final resting place for John Holland and his wife Agnes. Let's see if we can find their gravestone, eh? So many graves here, it's pretty hard to find the one I'm looking for. But it says in the information that John and his wife Agnes were buried here.